Well, actually, and I gotta thank Sneako for making this introduction, because I saw you on Twitter and I was like, wow, I agree with what this guy's saying. He's keeping it fucking real. And Sneako obviously put me in touch with you. So I'm in Vegas there with you, right? We're there for the Super Bowl thing. How the hell did this Sean Strickland thing with Sneako happen, man? Take us through that, because you were actually there. Everyone is talking all this crap and saying all this stuff. You were actually there. You actually introduced Sneako to Sean Strickland. You made that happen. You're the guy that made it happen.
Everyone trying to blame me from that. See, I didn't make that happen. I was bringing Sneako in to train with...
Well, you warned him.
I was bringing him to train with this guy, Javed Basharat, because he's a Muslim. Sneako's a Muslim. So I'm like, it'll be great marketing for one of my fighters, a really good fighter I have.
Yeah.
And then Sneako asked Sean...
Because you still train a bunch of people and coach people to this day.
Fighters, right? So Sneako goes, hey, Sean, will you podcast with me? And Sean goes, no, but I'll spar you. And Sneako goes, yeah.
Oh.
And then I show up, Sneako goes, I'm sparring Sean. And I go, no, you're not sparring Sean, Sneako. And then he's like, no, I already agreed to it. So I go, fuck, all right.
So he agreed to it before you got there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my bad.
You got to keep your word.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck, all right.
So you had him set up to spar with this other guy?
They weren't even going to spar. They were going to train. He was going to teach him. He was going to teach him fighting. I wanted to teach him some stuff.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, you show up and he's like, oh, yeah, he's going to spar Sean Strickland.
Exactly. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Yeah, I guess you agreed to it, but you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah. I guess Strickland's defense, you did warn him like he's not going to go easy on you. He's going to fight. He's actually going to beat you.
I warned him, and Sneako went in there as a man, and he chose to.
Shout out to Sneako.
That's why people try to hate on Sean. I'm like, well, I warned Sneako. He chose to go in there.
And Sean told him beforehand, like, I'm not going to go easy on you. No,
Sean didn't tell him anything.
Well, he just said.
But I let him know that that's how Sean is. He's going to try to hurt him,
Yeah.
So if you agree to spar him, I think it was a dick move what Sean did. I'm not going to lie. I think he was an asshole. I would never do that.
Yeah.
But it is how Sean is, and you know that's what he's going to do. So
I've heard that's just what he does in all of his sparring matches. He just fights everyone. He goes hard on everybody. He doesn't care who you are.
Pros too, yeah.
I'm sorry?
He spars like that with pros too, yeah. So.
Okay. And you guys are cool. You guys have sparred many times and stuff like that.
We spar and stuff. We're cool.
Yeah.
We talked shit a few times, but never I never felt like we were close to getting in a fight. Maybe like once or twice, but
yeah.
For the most part, we get along.
No, for sure. So I didn't know that. So he had already agreed to it before. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, you might.
That's my bad.
I was told you might want to rethink it, but I'm also kind of big on keeping your word.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like you shouldn't agree to it, but it's hard once you agree to something not to do it.
And you had been training Sneako for a bit at this point. You had a couple sessions with him.
Like 2
right?
sessions.
So you're there, right? And you're kind of just watching on the outside, and you see that they're about to get in the ring and fight. Like, what's going through your mind when they're?
I knew he was going to take a beat, and I knew there was no other way it was going to go. And I don't know, a lot of people didn't watch the whole thing. It's actually worth going and watching the whole thing, because for the first 3 minutes, Sean just kind of talked shit to him, punched him a little bit, let Sneako hit him a little bit, just being kind of a bully, being warned, like, I'm about to fuck you up. It's about to turn bad. And then he unloads on him. But hey, Sneako didn't get dropped.
Yeah.
Sean probably should have gone to the body. But
a lot of courage, a lot of heart.
He was headhunting. Yeah, no, I think it actually turned out better for Sneako, I think, than Sean, because he showed he didn't get knocked down. He didn't bitch and cry about it. He didn't be like, oh, I got bullied. It's like, he chose to go in there as a man, and he took his beating like a man.
Yeah, and that's I think that's good. I think bullying is a good thing. It makes you stronger. It makes you better. I've gone controversial takes. Oh, you think bullying is good? I think bullying keeps men honest and keeps them from doing dumb shit.
I think we need I don't want to overdo it, but yeah, I think we need more bullying. People have just gotten so ridiculous, doing just such embarrassing and dork things, and sometimes you need to get bullied to not do that.
Yeah.
We say every behavior is acceptable. No, it's not. There's a reason why we bully. There's a reason why people feel shame. Shame is one of the most strong human emotions, because maybe there's a reason why you should feel that shame, because maybe you've done something shameful,
Absolutely. So shout out to Sneako. Got to give him his flowers for, getting in the ring with a pro, and he got beat up, but it doesn't matter. That's hard. Most people wouldn't do that. A lot of people that talk shit about Sneako about that, they would never step in with a pro.
Tell those guys to go and spar.
Exactly. They would never fucking do it.
Hop there with them
they want to sit there and fucking Monday morning quarterback on YouTube and talk shit, but it's like you would never get in the ring with him.
Exactly.
Fucking pussy.
I think it learns a lot. I think I've been a big advocate for saying for high school, they should make every year of high school, every kid's mandatory does a fight, maybe in front of the PE class, maybe in front of the whole school even. Just the training for it, and not just the training, the pressure of walking in a fight in front of people, the stress of it, the embarrassment of it. It's imagine walking in a cage in front of your entire school, knowing you got to fight another man, and match you up someone in your fight, it's not just getting hurt; it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You might get the shit beat out of you in front of like we fight in front of millions of people sometimes, millions.
It's crazy.
Like imagine the stress of that we deal with.
Absolutely. Speaking of fighting in front of millions of people, recently there's been a lot of stuff and fighting going on. What do you think about the Francis fight with?
I was out here traveling.